Okay, so are you wondering if you should count the calories from fiber in your daily macros? Stay tuned and I'll give you my opinion. I want to know if you count the calories from fiber in your daily calorie total, your macronutrient total. Type it down below and let me know. All right, thanks everybody for joining again. I appreciate it. John Meadows here, and the question today that we're discussing is, should you count the calories from fiber in your macronutrient, in your macros for the day? A lot of people kind of take a hard stance and say count everything. And a lot of people say don't count anything from fiber. Nobody ever got fat from broccoli or whatever. Now, before we can even answer that question, here's the problem. I don't think people really understand how many calories are even in fiber. So let's start at the 101 level here. First of all, there's two kinds of fiber. There's soluble fiber and there's insoluble fiber. Okay. If you want to, I wrote some articles on T Nation about this back in 2011. But so soluble fiber, it slows down digestion of your food, and this can be good. It means you can, you can absorb more nutrients. Theoretically, you derive more benefits from the food. Now, soluble fiber, we know creates about enough energy to equal 2 calories per gram. So you know how you always hear carbohydrates are 4 calories. Soluble fiber is actually only 2. So if you are going to be a by the numbers guy, don't count 4 calories per gram of soluble fiber. You only have to count 2. Now, you also have insoluble fiber. Your body doesn't digest it and turn it into energy. It helps push food through your body. And it actually has 0 calories. So if you have, carbohydrates are say 10 in a food, which you would think would be 40 grams of carbs, but if 3 of those are soluble fiber, then now you only have 28 instead of 40. So first of all, you have to make sure you're actually even counting right. Now, I wanted to show you something that's pretty interesting, and I stumbled on this by accident. I eat tons of tortillas, right? And I was eating these before my competition season this year, and I noticed this. So check this out. We have low carb flour tortillas from La Tortilla Factory. This has, I did the math on this. This has 70 calories. It has 2.5 grams of fat, which would be 2.5 times 9, so 22 or 27.5, 22.5 calories. It has 15 grams of carbs. 9 of those are fiber. It doesn't say what's soluble and insoluble, but 9 of those are from fiber, and it has 5 grams of protein. Now, if you do the math and you say 2.5 is times 9 for the fat, and 15 times 4 for the carbs, and 5 times 4 for the protein, you'll come up with a number that's over 100 calories. Now, this actually only claims 70 calories. So if you go back through and you look at the fiber, there's 9 grams of fiber. Again, we don't know what's soluble and insoluble, but let's just say we took that out. 9 times 4 is 36. So that would put us actually under 70. But some of this is probably soluble, so you could say 2 calories maybe for a couple grams. And that's how they get their 70 calories. So my point in telling you that is mathematically, this is correct. So good job, La Tortilla Factory. Plus these taste awesome. Now, these also taste awesome. These are Mission Carb Balance tortillas. Also fantastic. I've done videos cooking, making chicken tortillas with these before. Now, these say they have 120 calories in them. And there's 3 grams of fat, just a tiny bit more than the other ones. There's 19 grams of carbs, just a little bit more than the other one. And they also have 5 grams of protein. So if you do the math on this, and also has dietary fiber of 13 grams. So if you do the math on this, and if you count all the carbohydrates as 4 calories per gram, yeah, you'll get up around that 120 calories. But that fiber, they're counting it all as 4 calories. So these guys, I'm not sure what they're doing. They're saying it's 120 calories when it's really not. So they could probably claim this to be much lower in calories, probably around 80 calories. You know, maybe they think they're just putting the right numbers out there, but they, you know, they're not realizing this insoluble fiber is 0 calories and soluble fiber is 2 calories. So mathematically, these are almost the exact same food, but one is 70 calories. And by the way, these are both, one serving is 42 grams of tortillas, so there's no difference in serving size. One is 120 calories and one is 70 calories. Realistically, they're both around 70 calories. They both taste really good. So so should you count the macros or not? I don't really care. If you want to count the macros, just make sure you count them accurately. And you're probably going to have challenges always knowing what the soluble and insoluble fiber counts are. But if you do have soluble fiber, you're going to have to put in 2 calories per gram. And if you're using insoluble fiber, it's going to be 0. And then if you don't want to count them, don't count them. I personally don't count them. It's just such a low amount of calories. It's microscopic. But again, that's up to you. If you want to count everything, all I'm saying is make sure you count it correctly. Even the big companies don't count their carbs correctly, sometimes their fiber. So I find that pretty interesting and I wanted to share it with you. So hope you enjoy it. Thanks a lot. I appreciate you watching.